In my opinion, according to me, to make the most out of crypto from now on until the next bull run, there are three things you need to combine: gaming, launchpads, and low caps. Now, there's a project, no, this is not paid content whatsoever, but that I invested in that has the combination of all of these three. And I spoke about it earlier when the price was 6 times as low. And I still feel like this is a very good buy. Now, what I want to show you first is a project which is very comparable to this project. So you probably already see in the title or the the thumbnail what the fuck I'm talking about. But this is DeFi Kingdoms, and DeFi Kingdoms was the first playable DEX, and this was built on Harmony 1. Now they're expanding, and it's such a big game, and the price, as you can see, has dropped dramatically. However, lately it is backing up again. It came from like 10 cents, not even 10 cents, and it's now back sitting at 70 cents in a matter of like a day or two. Went absolutely crazy. Well, slightly longer than 2 days, but it went absolutely crazy. Why is that? People have money again, man. People have money. We do not need to be in the, high caps to be safe anymore. At least that's what people think. They can be in the low caps. They can have fun again. And DeFi Kingdoms, you can say whatever you want, but it looks fantastic. And if you look at the market cap, what it did in the last bull run, this is crazy. It went to 1.3, no, even more, man. 1.3 billion dollars. Okay, 1.3 billion dollars. And what is it? It's a DEX. You can stake, you can farm, and you can play a game while doing it, right? But 1.3 billion dollars. Sitting at 85 million right now, so a lot of potential. But this is not the project that I'm talking about, because the chain that this was built on, it wasn't even like Harmony 1. Like, the only reason Harmony 1 did well was because of DeFi Kingdoms. For the rest, it was nothing on Harmony 1. So what if there is a good project out there built on a chain with a lot of hype, which is also gamified, which also is a launchpad, and which is way more low cap? Bro, I see the potential, and this is in my portfolio. Full disclosure, I have this coin. Not making the video to pump. It's not that low cap. With my 2,000 views, I don't think I can move a multi-million-dollar market cap project. But I want you to have this on your radar. And I will make more content about this, as I'm, for example, also making a lot of content about Seedify, as I just am a big investor and therefore a big believer in the project. And the same goes for me with SpartaDex. Now, again, disclaimer, but it goes for a lot of coins. It has ran very hard in a very short amount of time. It went from 8 cents to 80 cents, right? The first time I spoke about this project on this channel was over here at 15 cents. You can look up the video, just type in YouTube SpartaDex and you will see my ugly hat sitting right there. And after I talked about the project, it came from 15, 16 cents all the way down to 8 cents. And I felt like, oh, okay, too bad, too bad, too bad. But I kept following the project and I kept on investing in it. And now it has a big pump. What's the reason for this pump? Well, I think it's very simple. The whole market is doing well, right? So that's one, it just goes with the liquidity of the crypto market. Two, people now finally start to see that launchpads are by far the best investment you can make in crypto. In my opinion, very controversial maybe, but there is nothing else in crypto which is a more obvious buy than launchpads. Okay, I made a video yesterday about launchpads, and there I also told you, like, hey, people, they have money again, and once the crypto market is starting to top out, you can maybe make a 3-4x in the crypto market, but in a launchpad and you do a pre-sale in a bull market, they do 600-700 X's. We saw it last time, and there are already good amount of X's being made right now, let alone if we are really into a bull run with a lot of retail coming back into it and even institutional money. So that's a second narrative, in my opinion, why this is doing well, because of the launchpad, not even hype, but the launchpad awareness. Now, and the gamification, like, people also start to realize, yeah, gaming, like, hey, in the last bull market we had Axie, right? That's the best I can explain. In the last bull market we had Axie, And that was a big hype, right? Actually, was the thing, the coin that made crypto gaming mainstream, basically in the crypto world, and it's still sitting at $1 billion market cap. But in the last bull run, it was sitting at a valuation of 12 billion or something like that. What absolutely crazy. Yeah, okay, 10 billion, 10 billion. That's just as much as the total crypto market right now, right? Therefore, I just can't help but look at Axie and be like, wow, this could have been released like 15 years ago on you know, Game Boy Color or something like that. I remember playing Pokemon right there, and okay, actually looked a little bit better than Pokemon Red and Yellow and all of that, but it's definitely not like great or anything. Um, and it's not only about being triple A, but there will be way better games. So what I mean to say is also the third narrative is crypto gaming. Crypto gaming will blow up. It's together with Launchpads the most, you know, obvious play in crypto, and we've seen it already. Some coins did it 2x, a 3x, but we see really the crypto gaming market explode right now. And that's just because we have a big time. We have an Illuvium, we have a Shrapnel, we have an well, there are a lot of good games coming out, and even gaming platforms, studios, layer ones, all of that. It's such an easy play, basically. And therefore, SpartaDex is such a great combination because it has gamification, it has the Launchpad, and it is super low cap. It has a $13 million market cap right now. Now, again, full disclosure, it has ran very hard, right? If we look all the way back, and I think this is it, yeah, this is it. You see that the price was sitting at the same level. It was sitting at 80 cents, give or take, came down, right? We had this awful, you know, bear period for altcoins and new coins, especially with some vesting. They got wrecked there. And now all of a sudden it pumps, right? And we are back at that level. Now, what's also a and I'm gonna show you how the game looks, and I'll show you why I'm, other than this, also bullish on it. But what's also interesting and a reason why this is pumping right now, it's they announced their new tier system. So they started as a game for. I'm gonna show you really quick. This is how it looks, and I'm gonna go over this a little bit. But they just started as this. And then they released a project exclusively on SpartaDex, which is called G Swift. You probably know G Swift, right? G Swift is a gaming studio. It's a complete ecosystem, basically. And they exclusively released on SpartaDex. Now, GameSwift has a lot of hype, and it's cool because they are even higher valuated than the Launchpad that released them, which is pretty cool. But GameSwift has a lot of hype, and GameSwift has been doing really well as well. Went from 5 cents just a couple of months ago, now sitting at 43 cents, so also 10x right here almost. Absolutely incredible, and I think this also has a lot of potential. If you asked me 2 years ago, then I would have said like, hey, market cap, fully diluted market cap. But in a bull market wins from token vesting, unless token vesting is really fast. But bull markets win from there. But that gave SpartaDex a very good start, as they were the exclusive Launchpad. And I missed out on G Swift, not gonna lie. I didn't really know how their Launchpad worked, and I messed up right there. But it was like 300K raise, sold out in, well, a couple of minutes, probably very fast. So this is a top-notch Launchpad that can easily go in one breath with Seedify, Enjinstarter, Chain GPT, etc. If they sell out like that, it's absolutely incredible. Now they got a lot of projects lined up. I think there are already 3 lined up that are announced, but they got way more coming. And they just released their new tier system. So at first you had to have some NFTs, and every NFT was good for $400 allocation. But now they figured like, yeah, you know what? We should give the token more utility and make sure that there's more buying pressure, of course, right? So like every Launchpad, they say like, hey, you now have to hold the tokens in order to be able to participate in these launches. Now the God tier, that's a guaranteed allocation, and it's in total I think they have said it right here. Yeah, in total with the God tier, you have around a, $4,800 allocation in a lunch, right? And this is an estimate. This depends, like they say, on the people, on the amount of people that are participating, but also on the amount that they are going to raise. Of course, if they raise 100K for a project, then the allocation is lower than if they raise 500K for a project, but they can raise a lot. If the first G Swift was already such a success with 300K, I think they can double that. And then this will become higher as well. But $4,800 allocation is not bad. To have the highest tier, you have to have 50,000 tokens. Will cost you $40,000 right now. Don't get me wrong, I love Seedify, but to be in the highest tier right there, you have to have $330,000. Your allocation is higher as well, but the ratio, SpartaDex is still cheaper. However, at a certain point, SpartaDex is, for example, 15 times lower valued than Seedify, right? If they get there, yeah, then it's like really hard to get a good tier, and that will, raise the buying pressure as people want to get that high tier, especially if they release good, not even exclusive, but good crypto gaming, especially projects. And yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna focus a lot on gaming. They're also gonna focus a lot on DeFi. They are releasing VVEX, trade the future today with 100x leverage. So that's not gaming necessarily. This is actually DeFi, but they got a good gaming project coming as well. Don't know from the top of my head what the name is, but they are way more active on Twitter, by the way, and I really love that. You can get a lot of information on Twitter, but there is a very, very, very interesting gaming project lined up. Eclipsefy is also, by the way, something that they're going to release. So that's really interesting. Check this one out. Check this one out. This is a very cool one. But the thing that I'm looking for, Star Heroes. Now, Star Heroes looks quite fantastic to me. I always look like I'm following a lot of people on Twitter, big accounts and smaller accounts, and I just look like, hey, who is following them on Twitter? And people from Nexus Lab are following them. People from Seedify, Crypto Stash following them, 5-Star IDO, etc., etc. So they have the right eyes on them, and I think this looks pretty good, and these are exactly the kind of projects that I want to be involved in. So therefore, I feel like, yeah, I need a good allocation on SpartaDex. Now, what can you do on SpartaDex? Well, as you maybe know, DeFi Kingdoms is big, right? It started off very small, but they had a lot of time to build. So, but now it's really big. SpartaDex is still like in the early DeFi Kingdoms space. If we go back to Jewel, I don't know how they release, if it was just a drop or a pre-sale or whatsoever. Yeah, I can see it here, but DeFi Kingdoms also started very low, right? And they had time to build, and in the bull market, they went absolutely crazy. And the cool thing is that DeFi Kingdoms was, by the way, one of the few projects that kept on running after the bear market came in. It started November, where everything went down, and DeFi Kingdoms stopped out in January. But they started very low. Even at a $250 million market cap, you could have made a 5x out of it. Now, like I said, SpartaDex starts at a it started at a $2 million market cap, give or take. It was even 800,000, man, and it's now 13 million. Still super low cap, especially if you compare it to DeFi Kingdoms. And yeah, I do that because that's basically the only thing you can compare it to. What you can do right here for now, at least, and once this expands, I will keep you updated. They are also going mobile. I think that's somewhere Q2 2024 or so. But that's going to be huge. That has to happen. I think they will get like 10 times more traffic once they go mobile. But you basically have your Senate, and your Senate, the higher level of your Senate, the more you can get for staking the tokens. And for staking the tokens, you can participate in these lunches. You have these barbarian camps where you can fuck up these barbarians. So if I attack them, you see a move here, I'll skip that. Victory. Then you can keep on doing that. That will make sure that you will get wood, gold, silver, metal, that kind of stuff, right? And if you have that, you can upgrade other buildings as well. You can go to the DEX. You have the stake option right here. You have the rewards option for if you are liquidity, or if you have liquidity staking, you can find your rewards right here. You can see all your assets, the pools that you can do liquidity staking in. You can swap right here. It's a DEX like you have Camelot on Arbitrum, but you also have SpartaDex. It is just a DEX, but they're really stepping it up with the Launchpad. I think this could be huge. And as a lot of crypto gaming projects, they're not on Telegram. Well, maybe they are, but their main place is Discord. So if you jump into the Discord, yeah, you have a lot of people in here that can give you all the information. They have information about the tier system for the Launchpad, about GameSwift when it got released. They're very clear, like, hey, this was where you can participate. This is the total raise, this is the vesting, the fully diluted market cap, token price, how it works with the first come, first served, etc. They had gem drop, and now there are more projects coming. And I cannot be more excited because what I'm looking for are the low cap Launchpads, right? And a lot of Launchpads are like not that low cap anymore by now. People start to realize, like I said, that Launchpads are going to be huge, right? SpartaDex is still very small, but the cool thing is it's also more than a Launchpad. So, in my opinion, definitely worth looking into. I will later, dive in the white paper to take a look at the token vesting, what we can find about the project on the roadmap, etc. We'll see what we can find. For now, this is what I want to end it up with. So, check it out for yourself. Again, I'm not saying ape right away into it as the price is sitting at resistance right now. But then again, crypto has shown us that lately resistances are there to be broken. So, hey, who knows? All I know is the God tier is something I want to work towards too. So, yeah. Love it. Launchpads, cheat code of crypto. Let me end it up with that. Please like the video. Wait. Like the video. Oh, my sound is not on. That's fucked up. Well, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. See you guys tomorrow.